So I hope you have understood any doubts or queries which you have. Buccal cavity, esophagus. What is the common name for esophagus? Food pipe. Very good. Food pipe. Small intestine, right? I'm the biofaculty at Orleans School. Today I'm going to explain you about the human digestive system, right? You can see the human digestive system, the model is over there, right from the anus, from the mouth till the anus, right? This is the alimentary canal which has been shown. It is almost, 9 meters long. Out of this, what I've discussed, that the small intestine is 6.5 meters long. So this is the entire model of the human digestive system, right from the mouth, right, buccal cavity, to the esophagus or the food pipe, the stomach, right, the pancreas, the small intestine, the large intestine, vermiform appendix, and here you can see that anus through which the food is expelled out of the body. So here we have a model for the human digestive system. You can see the mouth region, right, the buccal cavity. The food enters from the buccal cavity, and from the buccal cavity the food moves to the food pipe, which is the esophagus. From esophagus, there are peristatic movements, regular contraction movements and relaxation movements. Those are called as peristatic movements. So after due to this movement, the food, it passes through the food pipe, which is also known as esophagus. The food reaches the stomach, right? And stomach, we have the digestive enzymes over there. So if I ask you, where and in which part of the alimentary canal the digestion of food starts? Yeah, the digestion of food starts in the mouth itself. We know that the salivary region, we have the saliva. It contains the enzyme. Salivary amylase. Very good. So salivary amylase is for the digestion of starch. Sugar, starch into sugar, right? So as the food enters the mouth, so due to the presence of salivary amylase, the starch gets digested into sugar, right? So that digestion starts in the mouth itself. So the food passes from the buccal cavity to the food pipe or the esophagus, and then the food reaches the stomach, right? So stomach, what is the medium in the stomach? This is the stomach. So what is the medium over there? Is it acidic, basic, or neutral? Acidic medium. Yes, the stomach HCl is secreted by the gastric glands, right? Mucus is secreted. And what is the enzyme which digests the proteins, which is secreted in the stomach itself? So that is pepsin, right? So pepsin is responsible for the digestion of protein. So in the stomach region, what happens, the pepsin gets digested into, peptides, right? It gets digested into peptides, right? The bonds are broken over there. So digestion of protein starts in the stomach itself, right? From the stomach, the food passes to the small intestine, right? In small intestine, what happens? The food is acidic in the stomach, right? But the medium of small intestine, for the enzyme trypsin to act, it should be basic. So bile juice is secreted by the liver. So the liver makes this acidic food coming from the stomach alkaline, right? So that the enzyme trypsin can act over there, right? So pancreas secretes the pancreatic juice, right? Liver secretes the bile juice. What is the function of bile juice? Bile juice is for the
it makes acidic.
Yes, it is for it makes the acidic food alkaline. Plus, it is for the emulsification of fats, right? So the bile, what it does, it breaks the larger fat globules into the smaller ones, right? So emulsification of fats takes place. Pancreatic juice contains the enzyme, right? Amylase is there for the digestion of carbohydrates. Then we have the lipase for the digestion of fats, and trypsin is for the digestion of proteins, right? So the food is digested in the small intestine, right? So after digestion, absorption of food takes place, and from there the undigested food, it passes. You can see here, you can see the region. This is the large intestine, this is the vermiform appendix, and again, due to water is absorbed in this area, this region, which is the large intestine, and it is expelled out through the anus, right? So this is how the digestion of food takes place in the human digestive system.